Long time no see, everyone. It's your old mate Chicago back at it again. This time with an update on my Rick Owens Mainline Sock Ramones. I love them so much that I got another pair. Now, as always, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comments are also very, very much appreciated. So, a while back, I'd made a list of my grails, and on them were these Rick Owens Sock Ramones. I always really liked how they look, and the ability to dress them up or dress them down to suit the occasion you're in really had me interested in them. And I did end up grabbing a pair of dead stock ones, these ones here, from a shop called Creamy Velvet in Melbourne, at a third of the retail price. Now, I opted for a size 41 in these because there is a lot of room. I also have wide feet and there was still a lot of room in these. I also tried a pair in 42, and while they were a bit roomier, the 41s fit snugger, and I also felt more confident wearing those just in case, sliding around in a shoe with not much support may cause some structural issues or damage. I didn't really know, and I wanted to play it safe. I really enjoyed these when I picked them up and only wore them a few times before the usual Rick Owens thing happened, and I started to get terrible heel drag. Now, this heel drag here, as you can see, this is only from a handful of wears. I wouldn't say I wore them more than 5 times, and the heel was already looking like this. So this had me a little bit stressed out, as well as just the process of taking these shoes on and off. I know that you just pull down by the heel and there is support here, but with my bad luck with Rick shoes in the past, I just wasn't sure whether taking them on or off or actually using them was sending me down the rapid train towards the station of these falling apart. So I ended up quite nervous about wearing these and didn't wear these as much as I wanted. Then enter a few months later that somebody on this group on Facebook posted another pair of Sock Ramones, and the price was pretty reasonable. They were actually even saying they wanted to get rid of them ASAP. So I made an offer, a reasonable offer, I thought, of a little bit less. They accepted it, and then a few days later, these arrived. Now, this is a size 42 pair. They have the same datings on the inside of the tongue, so I believe they are from the same season. And this still was too good to pass up, and I did pick them up and thinking, okay, I'll wear these ones. I know that they're one size bigger, but I can at least stress less about, beating them up when I do have a backup pair, so to speak. And yeah, that has served me pretty well. However, I'll show you this here. I've worn these a lot more, and as you can see, the heel drag is much worse. As to be expected from wearing them, but I feel like we're well on our way into this giving way. Here's a comparison between the two. This one being the less worn one and this one being more worn. Now, in addition to that though, the leather I think needs to be a bit treated. It's got some streaks throughout it, but I guess that's just through regular wear. In terms of structural issues, they're doing okay. The heel is still attached to the sole. There's no issues there. The main issues are these little join stress points. These stress points are coming apart. I'll grab the other shoe. I'm not sure if it's super clear, but they are coming apart just at these points. It's much more noticeable on this side here. They are already holing there. Here's the heel of the other shoe, much worse. And on one of them, there's even a hole. Oh, it's hard to see when you're not wearing them. But there's a hole that's come up on the actual leather itself whilst wearing it. And I honestly just don't really know how to feel about this. I've not been wearing these or beating them up. I wear them to go walk around. I wear them as a daily shoe, and the rate of which these are rapidly falling apart is really disappointing. I feel that if someone chooses to spend a large amount of money on a pair of shoes, that they really should be getting a better structural build and better wear and tear for their money spent. And for these retailing at the price that they do, which ranges, but I guess say it's about $1,800 to $2,000. I can't comprehend that. The amount I spent for my pair, which was the most I've ever spent on anything to do with clothing, and I thought it was an investment. I was like, yes, because this is a grail, I want to go for it. And the fact that they deteriorated so quickly to the point that I was stressing out that when another pair came up for a very cheap price, it was a great deal. I would have been very happy just getting those by themselves. It's it's annoying, right? It's annoying to think that like, oh man, I don't want to wear these too much because then they'll get destroyed. I'm going to have to get the heels replaced, potentially the sole replaced. But not only that, the leather's going to fall apart. It's just frustrating. And I just don't think the consumer or, the person who's into that is treated very well with these type of shoes. Here's a look at the less worn pair, and I'm not sure if it picks it up, but there's also already this issue here. I've worn these less than 5 times, and that's so annoying. Is it because my foot is smaller in it? I'm not sure, but that's just so frustrating. I don't know. I feel like there just needs to be better QC, or at least, better soles on these shoes. And there's plenty of people that talk about how terrible the durability is on Rick Owens sneaker soles, but it is truly awful. Truly awful, to the point where I think I should have just bought these and gone straight to a cobbler and gotten the sole replaced or covered to prevent any of this from happening. And you shouldn't have to do that because you just spent a lot of money on something. You shouldn't spend an extra amount just to make it last a little bit longer to begin with. Or maybe I'm asking too much. I don't know. Some more comparisons here with the more worn shoe and the less worn shoe. As you can see, the less worn one is whiter. The sole is much cleaner. The more worn one is yellowing. That's pretty natural. I kind of like the look of it being a bit more worn in rather than it being brand new. There's a comparison of the heel drag. The worn ones are pretty bad. I feel like I definitely need to take them in. And here they are side by side as well. Here's a better close-up of the toe caps. All negativity aside though, if you can get past that wear and tear thing, they are a great pair of shoes. I do love how easy they are to take on and take off. Also, I'm so sorry. I'm so warm. It is 29 degrees today, which we haven't experienced in a long time. And so I'm struggling. So yeah, the ease of use of the shoe is fantastic. If they were a little bit more durable, I would recommend them to everyone. In fact, I still do recommend them. It's more, you need to be very, very aware, especially when buying them secondhand. They may be very, very worn and only seem like they are going to get worse off the more you put use into them. And again, that's normal for something to happen when you do wear it, but at the speed and rate of which these deteriorate, you need to be very, very aware of that. Also, something I wanted to mention was that in the more worn ones, the insole has begun to like peel back, and it can make it very uncomfortable if you don't slide your foot in correctly. And I'm also not sure how to take it out because you have no real access to the shoe besides here. And trying to pull this thing out, it seems like it's glued down. And pushing my hand further, I can feel that maybe about here, it's starting to like creep up and peel back, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here about that. So it's a matter of just making sure my foot slides in and pushes it all down, because otherwise it's incredibly uncomfortable. So just something to note. That's just happened to me. I'm not sure if it happens to anyone else or if it's supposed to happen very, very easily. But yeah, it's good to note because you can't really get in there to take anything out because there's no laces or any access to open here. So yeah, I hope it doesn't get worse. So yeah, in the end, I am very happy that I did pick up that second pair at a very discounted price, purely for ease of mind. But now I keep thinking about, why do I have 2 pairs of this shoe when I could try and repair one of them? So I'm not sure what to do with the less worn size 41 pair. I don't know whether to try and sell them on or to just keep them in case of a worst case scenario. What do you think? Should I hold on to them or should I try and move them? I'm just not sure. But in the end, I am still very happy with them and how they look. Just wish they were a bit more durable. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves wherever you may be. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, have fun, and as always, don't do anything I do, except consider putting an extra sole or a replacement sole on your Rick sneakers when you do just pick them up, because trust me, down the track, you will thank me for that. No, but seriously, definitely consider it. All right, take care.